Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome to it.
Justin just stole 2 seconds.
You're never going to get it back.
No.
It's already gone.
What happened to Martin, by the way? No offense, Justin.
Martin? Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I said. Martin was here yesterday.
We don't even know who that is anymore.
He's not listening to the show.
It's already gone. Welcome to it. Pat Gray Unleashed here on the Blaze Radio and Television Network. Pat out gallivanting the countryside somewhere.
With Corby.
With Corby.
Yeah.
And they are traveling someplace. I don't know where, but we'll find out all about it next week. I think they come back.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Anyway, so I'm here, Jeff Fisher, at JeffyJFR, Keith Malinak.
Mm-hmm.
What's your...
It's at Keith Malinak. Yeah, good luck spelling that one.
Today is launch day, baby. Launch day. Bezos and Blue Origin taking off at 9 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, we're just going to miss it?
I know. I'm really disappointed.
Oh, look at that.
There they are out there in West Texas, getting
nice.
ready for launch. I'm actually really excited about
I know
this.
you
It's
are.
It's going to be awesome.
I mean, you are the official Blaze Space
I should be there.
correspondent.
I should be out there.
Why aren't you there?
I don't know. Because then I'd have to actually go somewhere, and I don't want to. I barely want to leave my house. So,
it's being honest.
Yeah, if somebody could just hold a camera out there, then I could pretend I was there.
That's right.
Talk about it. I'm good with that. I'm really good with
I
that.
will say that I'm excited for Wally Funk, the 82-year-old who should have been NASA's first woman in space until sexism took over in the space administration. And so now she's going to be the oldest person to ever travel to space. So good for her.
That's awesome. For
yeah,
her.
she's from right
Awesome
here. I
for
mean,
her.
just down the road. That's really cool.
I'm looking forward to this launch, and we'll have we'll take you shots out there in Van Horn, Texas, out there in West Texas.
All right.
For the launch today, and hopefully we'll catch them as they board.
You were going to be a part of this, but you only had the $27 million, and I guess you need $28 million.
You needed 28 for the
and he
original.
wouldn't cut you a discount.
I feel like we can talk about it now if you want. That's fine.
I'm sorry. The guy, we got all morning.
The guy or girl, they haven't announced who bid the $28 million to take the flight with Jeff and his brother and Wally. And they're, going to fly up and go to space and float around for a few minutes and then come back. And they're actually going into space past the Kármán line that Branson didn't do.
Right.
That was the fight. But the person, I keep saying the guy.
So they don't know who it is.
Guy. They haven't. Not that I've never seen who it was.
Okay.
During the bidding, bid $28 million, so he got the seat. Then they said, "Oh yeah, no man, scheduling conflict. Look at the time.
What? A scheduling conflict?
So, yeah, I feel like either it wasn't real, and they didn't want to admit that it wasn't.
Did he forget to put going to space in his calendar?
Yeah. You know what? Man, look at that. I have a facial and getting my nails done.
Got to get my hair washed.
So
that's
I can't
Tuesday?
make it. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
that's my hair washing day.
So they gave it to this young kid.
Okay.
Right? And the kid gets it. Who's going to be the youngest? So he's going to have the oldest person in space and the youngest person.
Oh
in
yeah,
space.
yeah, okay.
Plus, he and his brother are going, and the whole Bezos family is sitting back going, the wills worked out, right? Everything's fine in case something bad happens. And we'll get into that later. But so the person bid $28 million and had a scheduling conflict, so they gave it to this kid. So it's got to be either it wasn't real and they didn't want to admit it, or it's somebody that Bezos isn't going to let on the flight with him. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't care how much money you spent. No, we'll give you a scheduling conflict, but you're not gonna. I don't like you. You don't like me. The only reason you bid is because you don't like me and you want to be on the flight. No, you got a scheduling conflict. You're not going to do it.
I see.
Because they're only. I mean, if you're spending $28 million,
right? You probably blocked out the time, I would imagine.
Correct. And you're also a person who would know Jeff Bezos, right? If you're spending $28 million. For a ride.
Right. It's not some rando.
Right.
I got
you know Jeff Bezos.
Maybe they got COVID.
Whatever, sure.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's
Just
absolutely positive.
any theory works here.
Yes, it does.
Except
because
for
they
washing
haven't
your hair.
said. Because it's $28 million, and it's a scheduling conflict.
Maybe the check bounced.
Weird. Okay, and again, then it was based on a lie, right? The bid was based on a lie, which is possible. And Bezos didn't want to admit that and say that we were had. This guy lied to us. He doesn't have the $28 million. All he has is $500, and we're gonna give it to this kid. Okay.
How old's the kid?
I think 18.
Wow.
He's gonna go to college in some Norwegian college and study whatever they study in the Norwegian colleges.
we just disappointed the audience. How old is the kid?
18.
Thank you. All right. Well, that's exciting. So less than 2 hours from now, they're going to go to space.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. I would love.
If you had 28 million, honest question, would you have signed up for this? Try to get on there?
Well, if you've got $28 million to spend on a rocket ship ride, of course the answer is yes. Right? There's very few people on the planet that have $28 million to burn.
You're not worried about the risk? And if you've got 28 million, you could be spending that on Earth without having to risk life.
Understand. And there's plenty of people spending that much on, houses and boats and yachts and cars and everything else. But if you've got 28 million to get a free little space suit and sit down and shoot up and float around for a few minutes and come back, the answer is yes. Heck yeah. I'd do it. It'd be great. I don't know that even as cool as the Blue Origin rocket ship is, that they have fat guy seating. Right. So it could be an issue. Yeah. Jeff could be going, oh, yeah. He could be like the guy at the, that gave me the plane ride with the pizza planes.
Yeah, you've told us about that.
The pizza planes.
Red Baron planes.
The Red Baron planes, where they do the flips.
Yeah, did you throw up in that?
No, I did not.
Good for you.
I did not, because we didn't do any flips.
Yeah.
Because when I was walking up, the guy was leaning against the plane. He goes, yeah, we're not going to do any flips.
That's right. I forgot that story. That's great.
Yeah, we're not going to be doing any flips. He took me up, though. He goes, yeah, we're not going to do any flips.
No barrel rolls, at least not in the plane. So one of the reasons, we need to get to outer space and we need to get to planets like Mars, like, as Elon Musk wants to do, is we got to get away from the terrible things that are here on this planet.
Yes, absolutely.
And one of them that we're now learning about is, and I need your expertise on this, okay, because you're the virus. You're the space correspondent and the virus guru here at the Blaze.
The virus guru.
What's the difference? I'm seeing a monkeypox and a monkey bee virus has now killed someone in China. Jeffy, what is going on? Talk to me. What's going on?
I don't know. Monkeypox. You don't want none of that.
What's that? Tell me about it. Oh, snap! I didn't know we had a picture.
Yeah,
oh,
you do not want.
You came
any
prepared.
Of the monkeypox.
Whoa! Wow.
Holy cow, that's nasty. Now the guy who
these little wart type things all over this guy's body we're watching here. Okay.
Oh man, the pox. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't want that.
That lasts about a month.
A month.
Or a month or more.
How do you cure monkeypox? Because it's in Dallas right now.
Yeah, and it's it's kind of like smallpox has been eradicated, but the monkeypox is kind of in the smallpox world of infectious disease. And so you get it by either a bite from an animal.
Like a monkey?
Like a monkey.
Okay.
You can get it. The last breakout here in the United States was because of prairie dogs. There was like 40 or 50 people that...
and it wasn't called prairie dog pox?
It was not.
I'm so confused.
It was not.
And where does this come from? Tell me a lab in China.
Yes.
Yes?
Oh, yeah. That's exactly where it comes from.
No, this comes from where? Nigeria?
In fact, they were selling monkeys at a wet market in China.
That's the story. I'm not buying it.
Monkeypox. And so this guy that has it here in DFW, in our neck of the woods, he went to Nigeria.
Okay.
And then flew to Atlanta and then flew to Dallas.
Oh, neat.
Now, I don't think that anyone else has it because we would have known by now, right? This was the 8th or 9th, and the incubation period is already passed.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got it as well.
How do you get it?
And
how do you spread it?
Breathing and bodily fluids and monkey fluids. And,
monkey fluids.
Yeah,
oh, no.
Yeah, animal fluids, animal body waste. Just nasty.
Good morning.
Yeah, and it's really contagious, and those raised poxes, bumps.
What do you do with those?
Scabbed over and they fall off.
Do they give? Okay, that's gross. Okay, so that's monkeypox. But now we've got a
it's nasty too.
veterinarian
Yeah, it really hurts.
in China.
Then you have I know you mentioned this. I hadn't seen the monkey bee virus.
Wait, the virus expert hadn't seen this?
I hadn't seen that the guy got it, right? I mean, he died from it.
Yeah.
And it's like a herpes virus, the monkey bee virus. And it's extremely rare, Keith, and it's often deadly. Now, this one, I think, came from a wet market just outside of a lab in China. Yeah.
It is a veterinarian in China that died from this.
When it spreads to humans, it tends to attack the central nervous system.
Oh, boy.
Cause inflammation to the brain.
No.
Loss of consciousness. Oh, man, I don't think you want any of that either.
No.
There's about an 80% fatality rate.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, you're lucky if you don't die.
Do you recall off the top of your head the fatality rate for Ebola? I'm going to look that up.
No, I don't. It's probably
90. I was afraid. I almost guessed 90. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, but hey, the good news is on this veterinarian in China who died, 2 of his close contacts, a male doctor and a female nurse, tested negative for the virus. So hopefully it's not, spreading.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's just another, little zoonotic little thing to get to animals, to humans.
Yeah, it's not like we need another excuse for governments to impose lockdowns and mandates.
Well, and look, and you're going to get it because the monkeypox guy, right, their argument that everything is fine because, other people didn't have it and he was in close quarters on airplanes and at airports is that everyone was wearing masks. So they weren't breathing on everyone. So they'll tell you that you're more than safe. You're safer than ever wearing those masks on airplanes. It's never going away.
I can't take it.
It's never going away.
Mm.
And then we have the Democratic crowd. 6 of the Democratic people,
the Texas
representatives from
Democrats?
Texas, have tested positive. I don't think that they have any symptoms. I don't think anyone's really sick.
What if they were passing around those
positive
cans of Miller Lite?
Is it just me or did they edit that out?
Okay, people are saying that. Originally I thought it was the bus crew that had the Miller Lite and the airplane crew didn't. People are saying they photoshopped it out of the...
I feel like it was on the plane.
Okay.
I feel like that original
Somebody
shot,
call us, 888-900-3393. I don't know if Rob has the pictures.
I feel like that original shot was on the plane.
Huh. I didn't pay too close attention.
Because the first shot I saw didn't have the beer.
Hang on.
The first shot was just they were beating up on the representatives, and I thought, ooh, that one lady's kind of hot. And I thought, did I say that out loud? Anyway, I didn't mean to say.
What are you
the one lady
about?
back she's like in the second row or whatever. She was pretty good looking. The rest of them, ooh.
Okay, hang on a second. Hang on.
So
no, it's on the bus. It was on the bus. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
So it was?
No. So it was on the bus. See, because this is the bus shot, and there's the Miller Lite.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if I'm doing anything good for the camera here. So it's on the bus. Now you're saying...
Then you have the airplane shot.
The airplane shot
Gotcha.
is here, but there's really no place to Photoshop it out on the airplane.
All right, so
if you can find a bus shot with tan seats, because I think there were a couple of buses. I think that might be what's happening as well here.
Okay.
But anyway, I wonder if they, took sips and passed it around and spread that Rona.
They may have.
Just ridiculous.
They may have.
Is Facebook still killing people, by the way?
According to Zuckerberg, no.
Do you want to revisit that real quick? Okay, play the clip from Friday where Biden walks up to the camera and accuses Facebook of being mass murderers.
They're killing people.
Killing people.
I mean, really,
now listen.
Look, the only pandemic we have is among the unvaccinated.
That's a lie.
And they're killing people.
That's being missed in this. Everybody's focusing on his Facebook, they're killing people comment. He's talking about how, it's only spreading among the unvaccinated.
I mean, the facts are against that completely.
I'm sorry. Israel, over 80% of the cases are among the fully vaccinated right now. And in Israel, you had the kid that went to school, infected 72 classmates. The kid had gotten it from a relative. The relative had gotten it from somebody else. Everybody I just mentioned in that story, all 75 people, were vaccinated. Yeah. Stop it, Joe.
The Democratic representatives from Texas are all
right?
vaccinated, and they're testing positive.
Yeah. You're not going to use this
now,
as scapegoats.
Their argument is, yes, they're testing positive, but their the symptoms are barely noticeable.
Right.
So that's why you need to get the vaccination.
Right.
And they've said that before.
And it would have been the worst financial calamity in American history, worse than the Great Depression, if we hadn't have abandoned free market systems to save the free market.
That's right.
Right. So
now you've got what in the U.S. 40, just under 50% fully vaccinated here in the U.S. And then you have another 7 to 10% that are one shot. Right, so you're close to total.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are at fully vaccinated is 48.6%.
Yeah, pretty close to 50.
Yep, you're right. You nailed that.
Almost 50.
And then as far as partially, I don't have that number here at my fingertips.
But it's not partial is 6 to 8% or something like that.
So yesterday, Biden was asked a follow-up on the Facebook stuff, and
he's trying. I mean, I bet I have not seen this, but I bet he's trying to walk it back because Zuckerberg was pissed.
See what you think of this.
Zuckerberg was pissed, saying that we're not killing people. I'm helping you out. What are you talking about?
You said last week that companies and platforms like Facebook are killing people by letting us.
Let me be precisely what I said. I'm glad you asked me that question.
Mm-hmm. Are you?
One, I had just read that on the Facebook pointed out that it was pointed out that Facebook, of all the misinformation, 60% of the misinformation came from 12 individuals.
65.
That's what the article said. Okay. So I was asked that question about what do I think is happening. Facebook isn't killing people. These 12 people are out there giving misinformation.
Okay.
Anyone listening to it is getting hurt by it.
Oh.
Are they?
People.
Are they,
it's
Joe?
bad information.
I'm sorry.
My hope is,
here's his hope.
Facebook, instead of taking it personally that somehow I'm saying Facebook is killing people, that they would do something about the misinformation, the outrageous misinformation about the vaccine. That's what I meant.
Have they done enough, in your opinion, to stop?
Check this out.
To be completely honest with you, I don't know if they did anything today. Up to over the weekend, I don't think they had, but I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question.
I was off for the weekend.
When you say hold accountable, I just want to. I'm not trying to hold people. I'm trying to make people to look at themselves, look in the mirror. Think about that misinformation going to your son, your daughter.
I hate these people.
Your relative, someone you love. That's what I'm asking. All the way in the back.
That's what I'm asking. That's what
He's not trying to hold them accountable. He just wants them to look at themselves.
Look in the mirror. You're killing people. And he's trying to, I mean, Zuckerberg has done nothing but help this administration. Right. And it's still
who's got the upper hand? That's the question. Who in this relationship between Facebook and the federal government has the upper hand?
Well, it's a fine line, right?
I'd like to know.
Because they both think they do. And until they get regulation so that they can absolutely slam the door behind anybody else or ahead of anyone else, then the government has the upper hand to that point, right?
I don't know. I feel like if the government had
just... they keep trying to say they're a private company.
Yeah.
They're private enterprise.
Exactly. Don't blame us. Blame them.
Right. We're just pointing it out. We're saying, hey, these 12 people are spreading all this misinformation. You need to get them off the platform. But they're saying what we're really asking is you need to look at these people. It's important. These people need to look at themselves in the mirror.
I mean, it was so fast. The Jen Psaki shot across the bow on Thursday, and then by Friday, Facebook's not playing ball the way we want them to, and they're killing people.
And then he took the weekend off. I don't know where he went, but he was off for the weekend.
The ice cream shop. Like, literally, that's where he went.
I believe that, right? It was National Ice Cream Day or something on Sunday, so I'm sure, we got to get the kids ice cream. Okay, no problem, Grandpa. We'll do
something's
that.
up here between Facebook and the government, and I think if the government had just laid low, Facebook would eventually come around.
They already are.
Right, even more so, I mean. Even
I
more
don't know.
so, beyond their disclaimers and their squelching of
The only
posts.
thing that they don't have now is that which they want, and they may or may not get, is the ability to have every platform under their thumb and
It's coming.
Create, like Psaki said. I mean, they believe if you get the axe from one social media platform, you should be gone on all of them.
That's what they want.
They don't. You should not have a voice anywhere. But you got free speech.
You got free speech.
It's all you.
Yeah, it's
Don't
these
worry about it.
companies.
These are private companies
Shoot.
that are doing that.
Can't help you there.
Don't worry about it.
Before I forget, because yesterday we didn't do this, I want you to go on record because I now agree with you. I didn't agree with you 24 hours ago, but now I agree with you. Your prediction regarding the Olympics, Jeff Fisher.
I have said all along.
You have said all along. He has
these
not.
Olympics are not going to happen.
Off air, on air, he has always
These
said
Olympics are not
happening.
gonna happen.
And yesterday, when he said this off air and we never got to it during the show, I was like, no, they're totally happening, dude. Everything's about to
They're
happen.
all there. They're not all of them. Many of the people are there. They're starting to show up in Japan.
But some news broke yesterday that put me on your side of the issue.
There's more people. Athletes testing positive for COVID after they've arrived in Japan. South Africa's soccer governing body said 2 of its team members, based in the Olympic Village already, with a technical staff member, had tested positive and are being isolated. The Olympic Committee member has tested positive. The U.S. tennis star tested positive and is going to miss the games. And so we're already, look, the Olympics are great. We all like them. It's already been postponed once. They want to have them so bad. I mean, the opening ceremonies, which is going to be, like 3 people show up with standing next to the flame going, welcome to the Olympics. Thanks to NBC. And all of NBC's platforms are going to be airing it. And there's going to be nobody there. There's going to be the pageantry is going to be.
Yeah, I don't even feel it. Opening ceremonies, nothing.
Right. I mean, it's all gone. And the press, you don't have to be vaccinated to be a part of the Olympics or show up to the press. But the press is, you got to be in Taiwan to report on the Olympics in Japan.
That's how far away they're making the press stand.
Not really, but you have to be separated, and they're allowing the press to be there if they haven't been. You don't have to be quarantined prior to the event, which some are quarantined already. But then Toyota, one of the big sponsors, just backed out.
Oh boy!
Just backed out of advertising. I don't know how much. I don't know how much money they're going to get for it. But they, if they think they're going to get any of the money back, because they're a big sponsor and they've been all over the Olympics. Their argument was that they didn't want to be part of this Olympics if something bad happened. Too late. I think that was a strange move. I really don't understand why that move was part of it. The only thing I could think of is that there's all kinds of protests going on that they don't want the Olympics to take place. The country has been on another state of emergency. Yeah, these people are out in front of Olympic headquarters or one of the Japanese government buildings protesting. The Olympics need to stop. They shouldn't happen. Go away. Go visit Nagasaki. Go visit Hiroshima. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Yeah, we already did. All right, we left you something.
So you contend that by what? Are you going with noon Eastern tomorrow, Wednesday? That they'll announce it's over?
NBC, the IOC, and the big shots in the government have all been colluding to make this thing happen. But as soon as one of those countries shows up, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen today or tomorrow, where an entire country of athletes test positive for COVID. You know what? We got to shut it down. We're just going to postpone it, and that's going to happen today or tomorrow.
Okay, hold on.
That's going to happen today
No
or tomorrow.
Olympics? Because we're still trying to do
Right.
the 2020 Olympics. Are you saying delay it until...
Yeah, they'll just delay it again until more. They'll delay the 2020.
Okay, but now...
Because IOC's not going to... Because if they cancel it, they got... I mean, all the money's got to go back, right? And nobody wants to give up any of the money.
What if the country, in your scenario, that tests positive for COVID is Kazakhstan?
I don't think it matters.
You think it's... Okay.
I don't think it
It doesn't
matters.
have to be a country of size?
Yeah, I don't think it matters. I think because of their worry of the spread, and the country being on a state of lockdown, and they're all gonna because part of the Olympics and the pageantry is everyone being together, right, and the celebration of these events, and they're not going to be able to do that. I mean, they're already. Right, they're locking it down. They had the flame show up with one guy, and he's got his. I never forget. The picture was like 3 people standing in front of the flame. There was a guy and a girl and somebody in a wheelchair, and they were sitting in front of the flame, and I was like, okay,
Here
great.
we are.
I mean, remember we're supposed to. They used to
be a crowd.
across around the world.
Yep.
And, I mean, it's time. I believe that it is time to either pick a place, and that's going to be the place for the Olympics. You build your stuff, and that's where it's going to be. Because all these countries have built these Olympic stadiums and slopes, and then, when it's over, they're busy collecting dust. They're doing nothing.
That's
They're breaking
true.
down.
That's
so.
true. Yeah. Seriously. The venue where Carrie and I went and watched the field hockey, that was a nice field hockey facility field at a college in Atlanta. And I was just reading an article the other day, and it was actually some years old, and it was just covered in vines and just nobody uses it. You're absolutely right.
Life after people.
That's what happens. It looked like they could have filmed the Will Smith movie there.
Yeah. So they either need to do that,
or
like
Athens maybe.
Okay. Or they need to say, the United States, just as an example, could provide summer and winter Olympic events. And then that's where we're going to have it. We're going to have it. They won't allow that. I mean, the United States is evil and bad, and we hate our.
Well, you got to
pick a place and be the Olympics because.
But see what that does, though. That eliminates the bribery opportunities for each of these cities.
It sure as heck does.
To grease the palms of the IOC.
It sure as heck does, and it also it really affects the opportunity of the IOC to go. We might pick your city and take a bunch of money and then go. Oh no. We're sorry, you don't get picked this time. We're sorry. What about all the money I paid you? Yeah, that was just
send it to Bezos. Why don't you get on the next flight to outer space?
Right. So I mean, those guys definitely don't want that. But it's time. It's time that needs to happen. So I don't know that you end up. I don't know what happens here when they postpone this, but it will be postponed. No way. It can't happen.
And you got a deadline set as noon Eastern tomorrow?
NBC's going to be airing Bruce Jenner highlights on one of all their platforms.
Careful.
Man. I just dead named
You
him?
just dead named.
But at the time, he was
sure,
an
but
Olympic
it doesn't matter.
How much? I'm supposed to do this rough green spot. I'm talking about the Olympics. I'm going to get this in. Well, I don't have time for rough greens?
Yeah, you got time for rough greens?
Fine. We'll do it after we get back.
Okay. So
a guy shows up for work today.
I would like to point.
So I will say. I will say that the Olympics is I like the Olympics. I like the Olympics, but they are on the ropes.
Yeah.
And I mean, they are really. I know that they want it to happen. I know NBC's got thousands of hours of programming scheduled on all their platforms, and you're going to be watching ping pong on Peacock at 3:30 in the morning. I get it.
Oh, I will.
But it's not. It's just they're going to have to postpone it again.
Show some respect. It's table tennis.
Okay.
It's not ping pong.
You're going to be watching table tennis on I can't even say it now. You're going to be watching table tennis on Peacock at 3:30 in the morning.
It doesn't have quite the same ring to it.
I know.
Yeah, let's go with ping pong on Peacock.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry, you got it. You win.
Welcome to it.
I'm glad you stopped that.
Oh.
No, we're good.
Welcome.
All set.
98 Rock. 98. Rock the Bay.
The imaging from 30 years ago.
Your request, Rock the Bay. All afternoon long. Welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed on the Blaze Radio and Television Network. Yes, I know. Pat's on vacation. I'm sorry. You got a little time off. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm glad he and Corby could get away.
We do have some tweets here. One from Jimmy Dimples. Government or Facebook? Who has the upper hand? Sounds like an illicit card game. When does the sheriff bust in and shut the whole thing down? Yeah, that might be true, except most of the sheriffs are on the government side. Because they want...
You know, though, hang on. You got the L.A. County Sheriff who says they are not Villanueva. He is not going to have his deputies enforce.
Yes, there are a few sheriffs that
the stupid mask mandate returning in L.A. County. Well, good luck enforcing that because you're not going to get help from the sheriff's department out there.
Right, but they all want a little bit of that civil forfeiture money. So they haven't quite gone down the hey, we're going to speak up for we're against the government plan yet.
Oh, look, there's the statement from L.A. County Sheriff's Department.
He was really strong on it, and he has been. And
that's going to be the key. That's going to be the key. You not prolonging the nightmare by adhering to these mandates, and your local sheriffs and law enforcement saying, no. That's why Denton County was so great during this whole thing here in Texas, is that the sheriff there was of the same mindset.
But even in the county, even in the counmies that had the mandates, I don't recall. No. I don't recall anyone.
No one. They remember
making any kind of deal about it.
Do you remember for a couple of weeks, Walmart would put a cop out front? Did you see this?
I remember they had their employees out there. I never saw a police officer.
I saw law enforcement. Maybe it wasn't Walmart, but it was several stores where you would see standing out front a police officer.
Because at one point they had the herding.
Oh, the stupid line.
Yes,
Ugh,
the racks, the little fencing up, so you had to come in one way, and they had the employee out there and making sure that everybody had a mask, and they had their box of masks if you didn't have one. And I remember asking the one guy, so if you don't wear a mask, what happens?
And what did he say, Jeff?
There's nothing I can do, really.
Nothing I can do.
Nothing I can do, really. We just want to point out the fact that you don't have a mask on.
Or you don't even engage in that conversation to begin with, and you move on with your life. Yeah. All right.
I know. From Joel.
Don't make eye contact, then you win.
I know.
Seriously, you don't make eye contact. You don't acknowledge their presence.
I can't tell you the amount of times that my wife would go out and people didn't have the guts to say anything to her face.
Right.
But they'd walk by and you'd hear, oh, she doesn't have a mask on.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, trust me, they're out there. And here's another fun tip is wear earbuds. And then they assume that you don't hear them when they're saying, sir, sorry, I'm completely lost in my vibes.
Right. Yeah, there were only a few places that really... a few businesses that really...
And you just don't go there, which is why to this day, you still have my Costco card.
Costco's good, though. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I mean, Costco is still a nightmare.
What's that? Hold on. Update me. What?
Costco hates people. They don't even want...
Wait a minute.
In fact, the last time I was there, they said, oh, this is the Keith Malinak card. You go ahead. He can't come in. No, they don't enforce it anymore. I need
my card back.
Their part of the deal is they want people... to wear a mask if they're not vaccinated, and they are taking you at your word. So if you go in there without a mask, they're taking you at your word that you're vaccinated.
And I identify as a trans-vaxxite.
But they absolutely don't say a word to you about when you go in, whether, excuse me.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And here's the question.
Hey, how you doing?
How long are you going to get away with... Yeah, I'm vaccinated. Or, first of all, right now, they don't ask. When is it going to be you're asked, but you don't have to prove? When is it going to be you have to prove with your little card? And then when does it go digital? I mean, these are going to be steps of escalation that are going to happen.
We're already making those, right? I mean, we're already doing
well,
that.
yeah,
We're
certain
seeing that in
places like the Foo
countries.
Fighters, which, by the way, congratulations to the Foo Fighters for catching the COVID after your holier-than-thou vaccination only
really?
concert.
Isn't that
Yes,
interesting?
they had to cancel a show because there's COVID among the band.
Oh,
look, Foo Fighters.
Were they all
postponed show.
vaccinated? Do we know?
Of course, right? That was
I'm
the whole
asking.
thing.
I don't know. I
That
don't-
was the whole thing of their show. Is like you have to be vaccinated to be here.
I
but
understand
you're asking
that you
about
had
the
to
band.
be vaccinated, but are they vaccinated?
I mean, I guess we have to assume and take them at
their
their rock
word.
and roll word.
Because there would be no reason for a rock band to lie.
Right. Exactly.
Oh
and
my
I don't know.
gosh.
Do you have all of the headlines that I sent the other day at your fingertips, Rob? All the vaccination. Look, some vaccinated people are dying of COVID-19. How can this be?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What else we got? In the UK, more vaccinated people are dying of COVID than unvaccinated people. Yeah, 60% of deaths are vaccinated people. Now there, what else we got? Dozens of vaccinated residents have died of a COVID outbreak in Massachusetts. Breakthrough cases. What to know? So,
And
yeah,
I know
you get that
I know
vaccine.
that they said that, right, the reason that they brought the mask mandate back in Los Angeles was because there had been 1,000 cases a day for a week, right? I think that's our numbers here, too, in Dallas County. If they hit that mark
yeah, that's what Dallas County does.
each for 7 days, then they can go back to the all power, all being to Judge Clay Jenkins in Dallas County. Don't even get me started on that guy.
That guy
man.
sucks.
That guy really sucks.
I swear that guy refreshes the COVID numbers on his
You
computer.
are lying,
It's
he
like,
does.
is it day 7? Is it day 7? Yes! Mandates again! Yes!
I know. Oh, man.
Hold on, can we talk about? Let's play this montage of.
Before we do that,
huh?
let me tell you about.
Oh,
Rough
okay,
Greens,
good, 'cause you
I'm
gotta
already
see
getting
this.
hollered at. I missed it at the.
Justin's
I
getting
know.
angry.
I know.
I mean,
really
the guy
ticked.
comes in here and
One
fills
day.
in for the
One day
fill-in
on
for one
vacation.
day, and
He's
he's
already
like
hollering at me. So let me
live
tell you about
read.
Rough Greens. We've been talking about Rough Greens for quite a while now, and quite a while even today. And it's a powder that you sprinkle over your dog's food. It's really just simple to do. You just sprinkle it over your dog food. But with that simple act, you're providing your dog with essential vitamins and minerals, probiotics, omega oils, basically all the things that your dog needs to be healthier and happier and to have a more active lifestyle. Now, most dogs love this stuff right out of the gate. I mean, you've heard the stories of Pat's dog. My son's dogs fell in love with it right away we sprinkled it on. It was crazy how they started tearing into their dogs. But there are some stories, regularly picky ones, who literally, have to, kind of wait a little bit and say, wait, we're picky. We're not real sure we want this stuff. Well, after all that dry food that we feed our dogs had all the nutrients cooked out of it. So that's what they're used to. That's what they're used to, eating the basic dead food of the dog food. So sometimes it takes them a little while to get used to it. Well, Rough Greens now wants to make sure that your dog is going to eat it. That's why you can get a free bag of Rough Greens for your dog to try out. All you have to do is pay for shipping. Just go to roughgreens.com. RUFFgreens.com. Roughgreens.com, or you can call 833-ROUGH-DOG, or you can just go to roughgreens.com.
Pat Gray returns.
So let's just say there's a vaccine that is approved and even distributed before the election. Would you get it?
Well, I think that's going to be an issue for all of us.
If and when the vaccine comes. And it's not likely to go through all the tests that needs to be and the trials that are needed to be done. When we finally do, God willing, get a vaccine, who's going to take the shot? Who's going to take the shot? You can be the first one to say, sign me up. They now say it's okay. Wow. And the question of whether it's real when it's there, that requires enormous transparency. You got to make all of it available to other experts across the nation so they can look and see. So there's consensus this is a safe vaccine.
I know.
If the president announced tomorrow we have a vaccine, would you take it? Only if it was completely transparent that other experts in the country could look at it. Only if we knew all of what went into it. If Donald Trump can't give answers and the administration can't give answers to these three questions, the American people should not have confidence.
But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
Okay. She's not going to take it,
I don't
Jeffy.
like her.
You don't like her?
I don't like her.
That's a.
I don't know if I've made that clear.
No. So
I mean, I know she's the vice president, and I guess I kind of have to respect the office.
Ooh.
But
I feel you.
okay.
I feel you. But it's interesting how they say don't make this a political issue, right?
Right, of course.
Wait, that's the side that's wearing masks so we don't think they're Trump supporters?
Right.
Everything's political with them. And it's just kind of it's interesting to see how they have evolved on that issue. Huh?
I saw a new poll where 64% of the voters believe Kamala Harris is not ready to be president. A what? And that includes
she's not ready to be vice president, and you don't even
Democrats.
do anything as vice president.
So a poll conducted July 12th and 13th included surveying 1,000 likely voters in 2022, the midterm election. 63.6% of Americans don't think Harris is ready for the top job. 43% of Democrats agree. I'm surprised that it's not higher. She is that bad. Now, 31.6% of American voters are somewhat confident or very confident that Kamala Harris is ready to be president based on her performance as vice president. 31%?
No, those people think that
be.
she's ready just because they know the mental state of one Joe Biden. That makes her ready by default.
I mean...
And you just pointed it out yourself. As you look at that montage of vaccines, my gosh, the man has deteriorated.
He has.
Just in the year we've been talking about the vaccine.
Remember how bad we thought he was then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now my daughter pointed out the other day, it's like if he were just totally fine mentally, right? And he was, healthy and look at what the presidency does. It ages everybody in that office.
Absolutely.
This guy's got no margin of error at all.
Right.
I keep forgetting I'm president.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good call on her part because
if he was totally fine 4 years from now, he would be much worse off.
It takes its toll.
Yes.
Big time.
Yes, and that's in a healthy person.
Right. And wow. So, and you see what it's already done.
Just in that montage right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a little frightening.
I'm rarely healthy myself, as you know, because I'm always injuring myself. And in fact, I had to load the
You said yesterday. You
stapler.
You made it through the weekend.
No. I did. I made it through the weekend without an injury, but I was loading the stapler yesterday as I was going through some show prep for today, and the edge of the stapler, it cut my finger, Jeffy. And can you see from there? I mean, can you see that long line? I know you can't. But yeah, so if there's any blood on some show prep over there, my apologies. But
you know how to put the prep.
But I bring that up because I did get a little bit on this one story that I know we need to talk about your shower heads are going to have less water pressure now.
What?
Yeah. So I didn't give this to you because I didn't want you to be grossed out by the blood. So
I don't want any Keith Melaneck
Monkeypox. That's right. So President Biden's administration is reversing a Trump-era rule approved.
Of course he is. I freaking hate these people
right?
so much.
So this rule has been in effect since 1992, which means a Republican president took care of that for you.
Okay.
Bush Sr. And it allowed for 2.5 gallons of water.
Which, by the way, even before it now, but when my grandfather was alive back in the, before 1992, you could get a shower head that looked like a fire hose, man.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yes,
it's like if I want to pay for it,
it was awesome.
Then lit me.
Right.
The shower head lit me.
And then everybody had water shortages, so we had to put a brick in your toilet tank. And we had to slow down the water coming out of the shower heads. There's too much. We're wasting too much water.
Yeah, well, if you have to flush it twice, then you're going to end up making up for it and then some, water you save.
So now what? Now we get 2
So then Obama
gallons?
Says...
Is that right? 2.4 gallons?
No. You wish it was just the 2.4 gallons. So what Trump did is... Let me see if I can explain this. What Obama did was say... manufacturers were getting around the 2.5 gallons per minute thing by putting extra nozzles on the shower head. Look,
awesome.
It's per nozzle, y'all.
And believe me, I have one that has multiple nozzles.
So the Marxist comes along in office, Obama, and says, no. We're only going to make it 2.5 per
no matter what.
shower head, not nozzle.
I know. I bought one that like that, and it sucks.
Right? So Trump comes along and says, and he actually made a comment, my beautiful hair, I got to have more water, you know? And so he put it back to the nozzles.
I miss him.
So Biden is saying, no, we're going back to the 2. It sounds like a stable government. Am I right? So we're now back to 2.5 gallons per minute. This is what the Department of Energy.
So I got to buy a couple of shower heads.
You got to do it. They've got 2 months to complain if you want to file a complaint with the Department of Energy.
Home Depot or Lowe's pulls them off their shelves.
Yeah, right.
Now to comply.
And the Department of Energy is not going to listen to us. So in 60 days from now, your shower heads. This is what happens when Democrats get into office. Your appliances, your creature comforts.
Yeah. Oh, they've screwed up the dishwashers.
Right, dishwashers,
the
washers and dryers. Right, the Freon in your air conditioning. Now your shower head nozzles. This is what they do. They go for your quality of life because they want to pull us down to the rest of the world. You got 60 days to go and get a good shower head.
Remember the days when you thought, well, they're never. How could they do that? We've got to bring the rest of the world up to the United States standards.
And we sound like we're complaining about first world problems. No, we're complaining because we're Americans, and this is our quality of life, and you're taking it away.
People are getting on rafts trying to come to this country. People are walking across thousands of miles of dirt and concrete to get to this country. Why? Because they can take a shower with 2.5 gallons of water
each nozzle.
They can hose down once they get here, and now they won't be able to.
No.
I want my damn Trump back.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want that guy in office.
I do too.
Want him in office.
I want an update on where he's. I want him at every gas station in America every day. Somebody sponsor that tour.
That guy. I don't care where he is, what he's doing. He needs to be in office right now.
Yeah, and until he is in office, and as long as gas is as high as it is, he needs to be making a tour and just walk around, videoing and posting it every day.
For his tour, that'd be awesome.
Oh, look, they're an hour away from the launch.
Fired up to 1 hour and 6 minutes away. I know. We have liftoff.
You're on the next space shuttle, right? The next one.
Yeah. Jeff and I are right there.
Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
He's not really here. I mean, the show is. And thank you for watching and listening to Pat Gray Unleashed and Chewing the Fat, my daily show on the Blaze Podcast Network. But, he's on vacation. So, we're here. And thank you for coming along for the ride today. We have the Bezos launch we've been talking about all morning. I will say we had one tweet talking about, I sense a Twitter poll, who has the upper hand in control, the government or social media.
Yeah.
And the vote from Joel is that social media, big tech, is in control. Look at how fast the big guy had to modify his statement.
Right.
I mean, he did walk it back pretty
point.
quick. I know that is.
And the numbers, well, they don't lie, as we know. But we posted a poll at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. And right now, big tech leading 74-26 as far as answering the question, who has the upper hand in the "It's time to silence Americans" relationship. Big tech.
I mean, we have seen a lot of our elected officials, the people in charge, say a lot of things over the past 4 years, 5 years, and they've done a whole lot of nothing about it. They made a lot of noise.
Yeah.
They've had their little get-togethers on Capitol Hill. They've got their little sound bites on how bad things are or good things are. But what has happened? Zip. I mean, their president got canceled and got kicked off the platforms. They have kept saying, free speech, and private companies, but they've done nothing to protect you and I. To be able to say what we want to say. So,
By the way, before I forget, we have breaking news. Olympic Chiefs refused to rule out canceling the Tokyo Games.
Tell me they were canceled.
No.
They refused to rule it out.
Yeah, that's the first step.
It is.
You are so correct, dude.
It is the first
and
step.
I hate it. I have agreed with you since yesterday afternoon, and I hate that this is going to happen.
That is awesome. They're already laying the groundwork to pull the plug.
Yeah.
They're
breaking it to us gently.
Yep.
And instead of saying it's...
They haven't been on the phone with NBC yet.
Right now, the Olympics are very, very sick.
Yes, and they're waiting for NBC to call them back. They're going to put them on speaker today at the hotel with the IOC and the Japanese government. They all got to be together.
I hate this.
And they are going to shut it down, man. That is awesome. NBC, they got to talk to NBC to figure out what kind of programming they can do to close it off, what kind of press conference they can have.
To recap, Jeffy's
Tomorrow.
Prediction for the entirety of the walk-up to the Olympics.
Awesome.
And I mean going back 6 months.
They're not going to happen.
You've said this is not going to happen. And you've held firm. And yesterday you said, by noon Eastern on Wednesday, they're going to cancel the Olympics. I mean, the timing is working out beautifully.
So I could be wrong I could be wrong by noon. All right, I'll give you that I could be wrong on that, but I'm telling you that's not going to happen. They can't let it. They have done everything. The powers that be have done everything they can to make this happen, and yet they've undermined themselves with how bad they want to treat COVID. Mm-hmm. And what a terrible thing COVID is. And I'm not downplaying that COVID is bad, but the way that they're trying to handle it, you're not going to be able to have the Olympics and handle it that way. Mm-hmm. You just aren't. You just can't. It's sad. It's really sad.
Yep, I don't like it.
And the good thing is that we have there's just states on fire. There's droughts. Mm-hmm. Is there flooding? Oh my gosh, yes there is. One part of the country's on fire and dry, and the other part of the country is flooding.
Sounds like weather to me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but don't worry. Knowing their audience, the Weather Channel is now, quote, doubling down on climate change programming.
Of course they are. They've watched this. They've watched everything we know.
Listen to this.
Everything we know is just double down on it.
Right. They're going to double down on climate change coverage, citing greater concerns over the issue from its audience. Quote, this is the chief content officer, Nora Zimmett, who I'd like to point out has a background at CNN, which, by the way, CNN Plus is going to be coming out, I think, spring of 2022, because who doesn't want a special app you have to pay for more CNN content? But that's another story.
Wow. I know Fox is coming out with Fox Weather as well.
Oh.
Fox Weather. Which is apparently, I thought it was going to be a network thing, but according to this now, it's going to be a streaming service covering and forecasting weather. Fox Weather.
Okay.
Oh, so they already have put a person in power over this too. Wow, they've launched the last time I read about the Fox Weather, I thought it was going to be another separate big channel. I mean, it is, but it's going to be a streaming channel. But they've put this Sherry Berg in charge too. She's going to oversee Fox Weather. I want to be the voice.
Yeah. Oh, you'd be a great
Fox
voiceover
Weather.
voice. Yeah, like a James Earl Jones type.
Fox Weather.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Here's the quote. Climate and weather coverage are completely linked. Wait, that's not what... Okay. It's the most important topic of not just our generation, but generations to come. We have a front seat, and she promises a full-scale, that's a quote, assault on the topic. And she says,
full-scale assault?
Yeah, I mean, that's violent rhetoric if you ask me. But talking
this is
about
the Weather Channel
The Weather
chick?
Channel, yeah. So here she goes, more quotes.
Sure, she appreciates me calling her the Weather Channel chick.
Yeah, that's what she is. We intend to do that now. American sentiment only recently caught up with the urgency of the issue. Years ago, our audience didn't want to hear about it. They are much more interested in it now. To quote Jeffy.
Huh. Are they?
Thank you. Let's see here. She says the evidence of climate change is overwhelming as more people see it affect their lives through the recent heat wave in the Pacific Northwest and natural disasters. Well, it's been
really
very
bad.
It's been very warm, very dry.
Really bad.
Up in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, and then you've got the Great Salt Lake drying up, which we mentioned, I think, on Friday here. You have, which was really reported over the weekend, how bad it was. And you have Lake Mead. Lake Mead is almost at
depressing
what's the
levels?
term?
That's the official term. Depressing levels. You mean to see? You mean check?
No, it's almost at Deadpool. It's almost at Deadpool. That's the phrase I was looking for.
Is that an actual real term?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's when they reach that line that they can't pump anymore, and it doesn't. The dam can't work. I mean, the whole damn thing shuts down. Thank you. Be here all week.
I see what you did there. That was good.
But I mean, it's darn close to Deadpool.
It is. And I don't want to minimize what's happening out west. It's bad. There's fires. There's the droughts, like you said. The wheat crop is now in peril. It's affecting cattle. Not good.
I know.
I just want to point out for perspective that if this is the end of the world and we're past that line of demarcation, as AOC says we are rapidly approaching, then wouldn't Texas...
We've been rapidly approaching it for quite some time.
Wouldn't Texas, which is known for its hot summers, be that much hotter?
Every day here in Texas is 1,000 degrees.
That's what you would assume.
Every day, Keith.
That's what you would assume. However, have you noticed that so far in the year 2021, we're almost at the end of July, we've had 0 days of 100-degree temperatures or above. 0 days.
Yeah, no, it has. It's only been in the 90s.
So I looked this up. What you're seeing in that column, and it doesn't have every year there because it's on the left side of the screen that I cropped out because I'm so wise with doing that. If you'll see there, last year we had 9 total days. Let's back up. You see how we're scrolling down there to 2011 where we had 71. That was a bad summer. That was the summer we moved here, right? No, we moved here early 2012.
Yeah, the next year.
So
I came here that summer in 2011 with Glenn, and we were here for a while looking for buildings and stuff. And I remember that's the first time. I lived in Florida for a long time, and it was the first time I'd ever seen. It was so warm, and they had so many days over 100. I saw trucks that were delivering blocks of ice to people's homes that they were putting in their pools
to
cool them down. To swim in. I'd never seen that before.
Now that's America.
That's
America. Boy,
thank you.
It's so hot. Let's take this block of ice. I remember this.
Your family wants to swim in a pool? I got a block of ice in the truck right now.
Because
let me hook you up
I'm thinking of 100 years ago. There's a Three Stooges thing where they go up the stairs and it melts before they get to the top of the stairs. That was just to keep the food cool. No. It's so bad now that we need the block of ice for
the pools.
Our swimming pools.
It's awesome.
Can you put that graphic up one more time, Rob? I want to point out that between 1998 and 2000, you'll see 1 year we had 56 days with 100-degree temperatures or higher, 33 the next year, and then the year 2000, 46 days here in DFW. That is check my Keith math now. That's 135 days over 3 years, okay? In the last 2.5 years, 2.5 summers, we've tallied a grand total of
400 days.
23. 23.
Not 400.
So we've gone from 135 to 23. There's still a little bit of summer left here, obviously.
And it'll heat up. I mean,
that was 20 years ago.
I will say that
it should be so much hotter.
Yeah, it definitely should.
The numbers don't lie.
Thank you.
And we have been. It's always it's summertime. It's weather. It's going to be the fires of hell. It just is. But because it's not really the fires of hell, it's just summertime.
Right.
So
I have, checked the 10-day forecast that gets us through the end of July here, and if it holds, we're not even going to get near 100 degrees.
Which I'm all for, because if it does, we'll lose power. We'll lose power.
That's a great point.
So I say cool it down.
Cool it down.
Keep it cool. I'm all for it.
And there has been 2 summers. There's been 2 summers in all of recorded weather history in Dallas where we didn't have a 100-degree day. And so far, this is the 3rd one so far. That could change, obviously.
It's been close, man. It's been close this summer. I mean, it's been over 100 in my car, Keith. I look at my temperature reader in my car a couple of times when I got in there, and it was 100. Okay?
That's good. It's, by the way,
that doesn't count.
I also read an article recently, since you're bringing this up, where the temperature is I think typically they were saying 30 degrees warmer in your car than it is outside. You know, when you keep the windows rolled up.
I don't know about that.
I'm sorry. It's the difference in
30 degrees.
Hold on. If you leave your windows cracked just a little bit, okay.
I mean, I usually do that when I have the animal in there.
You're following me? You're following me? So you go to the store, you leave your windows up or you leave them cracked, you've made a 30-degree, that's the thing, 30-degree difference in temperature by just letting a little bit of airflow in there when you get out and go to the store. What are you in?
I don't think that's right.
If you leave them up as opposed to cracking them a little bit, they're going to be 30 degrees cooler inside your car. Look it up. I'll find the article.
That is not true.
What do you think it is?
I don't care if that article said that's not true.
What do you think
it's got maybe 20, maybe 10, 15. No way is it 30.
30 degrees difference if you crack your windows.
Because I've gotten in my car. I believe that's what the story said.
Good.
I don't doubt that's what the story said.
And I'm going to find it.
But I'm just telling you that is not true. From my experience, no way. No way, because I've gotten in my vehicle and the temperature reader on the rear view mirror, which I'm sure is accurate. I mean, there's no way that can't be accurate. And it says whatever.
I'm not talking about the outdoor temperature. I'm not talking about the outdoor temperature at all. Okay, just making sure we're talking about the same thing. Did you buy
I'm not going to be put on the defensive.
Thank you.
I already am.
Have you put shower heads in your Amazon cart yet? You might want to get on that, because that's what I'm going to do right now.
You got to go to.
I should have done that before I read the story.
I know. I don't know that you can. I don't know that Amazon might. By the way, they're shipping. You might be getting the new ones already.
No.
You got to get the Lowe's and Home Depot now and get the ones that are on the shelf, man. And I would look at the ones, close to the back, the ones that were brand new, man. You got to get those bad boys now, because they'll be here already, right? I mean, there's no way that happens. That takes that long. What'd you say? 90 days, 60 days?
I don't know. I'm trying to shop over here. Okay? do your thing.
So, if you are trying to sell your home, you know that it's a challenging thing to do. And if you're trying to buy or sell a home, it's really challenging. And that is why you need a real estate agent who's going to come in and take charge of the situation. Because you are just, you want to sell it. Do I put balloons up? Do I bake bread? Do I paint the wall? Or do I just open up the door and put the sign out front and somebody will drive by and say, I'll buy that house? No. You need a real estate agent that's going to take control and let you know just how many balloons you need to hang. Or if you need to hang balloons at all. Or if you need to paint the place. Or if you need to replace the stairs in the backyard. You just need to get rid of. I know a guy. You know what? I know a guy. We'll get him over here. We'll fix your roof right up, and I'll get you the guy that my nephew just got his real estate license, and he's been working at 7-Eleven, but he sells houses too. No, you don't want that. That's why you need real estate agents I trust. It's a company. Glenn founded this company when he was trying to. After he sold his house in Connecticut that was trying to sell for, I don't know, felt like 1,000 years. Felt like he was never going to sell that place. And how much did Pat say he finally ended up paying for?
Glenn sold his house for $38.79.
Yeah, I mean, I think he finally that was the total amount. And at that time, he was happy to take it just to be rid of that dump. And you don't want that feeling. You do not want that feeling.
No,
okay? You don't.
No,
you
sir.
just don't.
Nope.
So if you're buying or selling, when you choose your agent through Real Estate Agents I Trust, you've just partnered yourself with a competitive winning machine, a team of people who are going to see it through to the end, whether you're buying or selling. Real Estate Agents I Trust, the name, kind of says it all. So go to realestateagentsitrust.com, realestateagentsitrust.com. Welcome to it. Pat Gray Unleashed. So we're about 40 minutes, a little over 40 minutes away from launch out there in West Texas for Jeff Bezos. And they are rolling right now up to the launch pad.
All right.
And getting ready to I'm so excited for him. I know that, I know that they're rolling up to the launch pad and we're getting ready to board. And we're going to launch right at 8 o'clock Central Time. here in DFW.
exciting.
So you won't be. I won't be able to. I've already checked. Hillary said no.
What?
Hillary said no. You can't take over the 4-minute buzz for the launch.
You asked her.
I said, Hillary, what do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry that you were discriminated against as a redhead over the years. That's what she told Stu, I don't know, last week sometime.
That's funny.
But it wasn't funny for her
No,
at
that's
all.
funny. That's a good call.
It wasn't funny for her at all.
Okay.
She was discriminated against as a redhead. But I said, I'll just take the 4-minute buzz and we'll do the launch. Yeah, no, not going to happen. So then I said, well, then I went down and I said, Sarah, why don't I just take over for Glenn Beck? We'll just keep going.
Yeah.
And we'll do the launch. Yeah, she told me no, too.
You're the space correspondent for the Blaze.
So, whatever.
What?
Whatever. They said no.
Come on.
I know. But I know we're supposed to hate Bezos because he's Mr. Billionaire.
Wait,
he's
we
like
are?
the richest guy on the planet.
I just bought 3 shower heads from him. So I don't know that I hate him.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
That's nice. Which ones did you get?
Let's see if I can find it here. Hang on.
Oh, no.
What? Where is it?
They're right there. You just ordered them.
Oh, here. Bro. And this is.
I want to see what you got.
It's pretty simple. I mean, there's nothing fancy, but it's got the 5 big slots there. You see what I mean?
Right.
So.
How many options does the slide give you, though? 2 or 3?
Oh, I think it just takes you around the world. I have no idea.
Easy. So,
I don't know how many.
and plus, some of the shower heads you have to have the right. The handles are a little weird, so you got to get the right ones for those. Because I've got one that I've had now for a couple of houses, and I love this thing.
You know what?
I love this thing.
That's funny you say that because I bought one literally right as Obama was getting into office. It's just coincidence. I needed one, and it's a big boy, heavy duty. And I remember installing that in New Jersey. And then when we moved out, I took it with us here.
Oh, yeah.
I've had this same shower head for 12 years now.
Yeah.
And I'm not giving it up.
No, when we moved into the house before this one, the tornado house, the main shower head in the main bathroom was just a little single, like a hotel shower head. I remember always having that in the drawer in the bathroom, and every so often I'd see it back in the back of the drawer.
You mock it?
And I go, oh yeah, that goes on when we leave.
That's right.
That goes
yes.
on when we leave.
Yes.
I always knew where it was.
Yes.
And it did. I guarantee you, it did. I'm a fan.
Hey, they're ascending the stairs.
They are ascending the stairs. This is where I say, Jeff, why don't we get an elevator, bro? I'm not walking the stairs. Okay.
Right.
What are we doing here? I just spent a couple of million.
Couple of million?
Well,
28 mil.
nah, these people didn't spend 28 million. These people are all on board thanks to Jeff.
I know for a fact that Wally Funk.
She didn't pay any money to get on this
Day
thing.
one, she put money down because she was like, "I'm going to space." NASA screwed me over.
Wally Funk doesn't have.
I don't know how much money. I don't know, but I remember reading an article where she said she put money down on day one.
I want to know how much Wally Funk put down to ride on Blue Origin. No way. Jeff took money from this old woman to fly in this thing.
It's a great point.
You bastard.
Yeah, I know.
Give her her money, but now I'm pissed.
Stop
I
my
said
order.
I didn't like him, but now I liked him, and now I don't.
Stop my order on the shower heads, Bezos.
I want to know how much she paid. That's sad.
I got to find out.
So some guy has a scheduling conflict with $28 million, and they give it to this young kid who I guess didn't spend. I don't know if the kid spent anything or not. But now this 82-year-old woman is going to be. He's getting the oldest and the youngest, and he's taking their money too. He didn't get to be a billionaire for nothing. Okay, I got it. I
love this.
I am pissed now.
Now you're mad. Now
I am.
Now you're against him.
All right, I think they're on the main walkway. Yeah, they are. And they're all getting.
So you're saying that somebody?
Come on, no way they took money, Jeff. I am really pissed if he took money.
I don't know. Somebody clarify this on.
All right, I'll find out during the break because I know we're coming up on the bottom. But that ticks me off if he took money from her. I mean, if he took money from her and he gets all the press, he's getting all the go-ahead press now for taking the oldest and the youngest. That ticks me off.
So maybe
and he's taking his brother. Take your head off.
Yeah, you can't wear a cowboy hat in
I know.
space.
Get it off. Get it off right now. I'm surprised Well, that's Jeff. Yeah, that's Jeff loves wearing. I guess he gets to wear the cowboy hat if he wants. He loves wearing that stupid cowboy hat. So
you know how, like, when
he's
you
the
get ready
guy.
to get on a ride at an amusement park and you get that little moment of nervous energy and you're just like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
You know that's what they're thinking right now.
Ooh,
they're all sitting in that capsule thinking,
well, they're not in the capsule yet.
maybe not.
They're just sitting outside because they got to take their shoes off and they got to dust off a little bit.
Okay.
And get ready because they.
We're 34 minutes away.
On this thing so bad.
34
I'm
minutes.
so pissed, and I'm really mad at Bezos if he took money from Wally Funk. I'm going to find that out during the break because I didn't think he did.
You're going to be on the next flight. We've already clarified.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And where's that one going to go?
I mean, we're going to go up and then we're going to come down. And
That's
it's
it?
going to be
Not going to go to any planets or anything?
Pat Gray.
Welcome to it. 888-900-3393 is the phone number, and you can always tweet at Pat Unleashed to participate throughout the show. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride today. You can always download the show on podcast. Available, sometime later in the morning.
Yeah, we tweet
out.
We tweet out a link. It usually shows up around 10 a.m. Eastern. The best bet is to monitor Pat's Twitter account for the moment it drops.
And you can always download Chewing the Fat podcast, which is my daily podcast.
Oh, yeah. You could also download At The Mic, which is available at atthemicshow.com every Thursday evening. We get all our bases covered.
So, Wally Funk.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got an update.
This 82-year-old lady.
Got an update.
So, I'm back to liking Jeff Bezos again.
Good. Okay, good. I'm
she
happy.
did spend money.
Yeah.
All right, she put a $200,000 deposit down on the Virgin Galactic flight that was canceled or postponed. All right, but her deposit money is still, Branson still got that money.
Whoa,
right?
What's up with that?
So she still says that she's going to do the Branson flight when that flight goes.
That's
all
cool.
Right? But then Bezos said, "Hey, come on mine."
So he just invited her for free.
So right, and I think this is also a slap in the face to Branson too, right? Because Branson tried to shine him out. So I mean, I think that's why Branson went first.
Rich people games.
Yep, I think that's why. All right, so they are boarding and have boarded the capsule. He did give up his cowboy hat prior to going into the capsule, just prior to going to the capsule.
Boy.
One of the boys took his hat and was standing there as he was getting into the capsule. Now, I will say that
please don't. Okay.
They have a fail-safe.
Okay.
If something bad happens, that they have tested a couple of times. I think 3 times they've tested the fail-safe. So if the rocket goes up and it looks like something bad is going to happen, then there's a fail-safe. And we have a video that shows their test flight.
So how they're still going to be able
to
to survive if something
That's what
bad
they
happens.
believe.
Okay.
That's what they believe. They believe that if the rocket shows that something bad is going to happen, it separates.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the live stream of today's Blue Origin test flight.
So everything seems nominal for an exhilarating test flight.
Today's mission is totally focused on a successful crew capsule escape with the understanding that the booster will likely be lost.
Interesting design.
It's time to hand this show over to Mission Control so we can listen in on the final countdown.
$200 million, you could make that thing
excited to
anything
see
you want.
this thing go.
Godspeed, New Shepard.
5, 4, command start, 2, 1.
Stop. You're telling me to don't.
Wrong end.
Anyway.
How cool. How cool, man.
I know.
All right.
Okay, so
this is a
this
test
is the fail-safe,
of the emergency broadcast system.
It is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
New Shepard, live from West Texas.
Coming up here around 44-45 seconds is when we'll see our escape.
Escape, okay.
So there's the booster. And then,
that crew capsule.
Okay.
When the B-3 engine remains on,
cool.
the booster continues to space.
Now failsafe does something here.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then
So
it
it breaks
shoots up.
away
Yeah.
if it needs to.
Right.
Crew capsule.
Now, that doesn't save them in a
And that's how they
catastrophic-
land to begin with.
Okay.
You know, when it comes back.
Right,
when they
right.
come back, that's
Okay,
how
so
they
those
break
3 mains
apart
are
to
reefed
begin
right
with.
now to keep them small. The reefing will remove shortly to fully
Okay.
expand.
Okay.
Now, how do they know when to push that
A
button?
Facebook algorithm. a Facebook algorithm tells them
You ain't lying.
abort,
You give
abort.
Yeah, you give it just a few more years and and stuff like
that's
that.
almost true.
Yeah.
I mean, there's this is all, it's all computerized, and it's obviously, I'm not part of the launch team.
So the human being element doesn't have to jump in there. The computer will say, we better
I
escape.
would say that the computer system probably overrides everything at that time.
Yeah, that's smart. That makes more sense. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the human element is probably strong up to the launch.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when they're doing everything in unison with this, all systems go, you still have the human element.
Yeah.
But I would, and I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know, but I would say that after you launch, especially up to the booster, then you can't have that human element, right? Because they don't. This is unpiloted, right? I mean, they're just along for the ride, right? So it's unpiloted. It's not like Bill's up front in the cockpit going, "Hold on, Jeff. Hey, Wally, you want to zip it for a second? We're a little busy.
I'm on the CB radio."
Right. Oh, that kid back there, to shut up. No, they're not doing that.
Okay, so if you were the king of space, which is a scary thought, but if you were in charge,
some would say I would be living on Uranus, but go ahead.
What's the first thing you would build on Uranus?
The first thing that I would build?
Yeah, what's the first thing you build in space?
I'm building some kind of food place. Hello?
I got you.
All
Chick-fil-A.
these people moving. I hear all these places, we're
Yep.
ready to build on Mars.
Yep.
I hear nothing about, is there going to be some
Chick-fil-A.
sort of Chick-fil-A
We
or
gotta
something
have
I can
Chick-fil-A,
go to?
right? You and I were thinking along the same
I'm willing
lines.
to go to Mars with
Yep.
Elon, but I didn't hear anything about, well, we're going to also put up a Chick-fil-A. All right,
And there better
I'm
not
going with you.
there better not be a sauce shortage at the Chick-fil-A on the moon.
Impossible.
Okay.
We're going to have to ship a couple extra cases to the moon. That's going to be the launching point to take us to Mars.
I'm so glad you said that, because I was thinking of Chick-fil-A as well. And the reason I bring that up is because the University of Notre Dame was getting ready to build a Chick-fil-A. And of course, students protested, because that's what you do when you build a new Chick-fil-A in the United States of America.
Yeah, you can't have it.
Now, they surveyed the over 8,000 students at Notre Dame, the staff, the faculty, over 10,000 people.
Okay, can I guess the number?
How many people do you think protested the Chick-fil-A?
My joke guess is over 10,000. To match up with how many. I mean, every person said that he didn't want the Chick-fil-A.
Right,
In real life, 18.
18, right.
Seriously, 18.
So two people wrote a letter, and then they had a massive signature drive.
Okay.
Whatever the heck
And you get a lot of signatures
the boycott
on stuff like
letter.
that.
Right.
It's like, oh, yeah, I don't want it.
So
I'll find that.
Okay, so after
They'll be the first one in line at
after
Chick-fil-A.
the two people complained, and then they had this massive drive, sign here to boycott the Chick-fil-A. How many now out of the 10,000 people on this campus do you think they said no Chick-fil-A here?
250.
200.
I do it.
200. And this is Keith math. This is Keith math. You want to check that. So if it's 200 people out of 10,000, that's what, 2%?
Okay.
It's 2%.
Yeah.
We're going with 2%.
I mean, that's the stories of Amazon. I'm back to liking Jeff Bezos again. They talk about people are leaving their jobs at Amazon because they're not making the right money and the benefits are bad. Two people.
Right.
Two people left because they were pissed at Amazon. Two people. Amazon's one of the employs the most people in the country. I think Walmart and Amazon are the top two employers of the country.
It is
two people are
so
pissed.
easy to feel defeated in this world until you take a step back and you go, wait a minute. Two people complaining about something. One parent can say, I want my kids to learn CRT at a school. The next thing you know, it's in the curriculum.
Right.
You can make a difference. And so...
Excuse me, it's ma'am.
Now,
ma'am. One person screams.
Ma'am. It is ma'am.
I would like
One
to point
person
out
screams that on TV.
These two people did not make a difference. They tried, and they got all of 200 people. But in the end, they're still building the Chick-fil-A.
Right.
Because, as we all know, chicken too tasty.
Yeah, I mean, look, can we have a Chick-fil-A or not a Chick-fil-A?
What is it with the left,
You want to
though?
complain about not having shut up.
What is it with the left?
Don't go there. Don't go there. You signed the petition. Who's a good little Chick-fil-A hater? You are. We like you. Yes, you are. You know what you can do? You don't have to go there.
Uh-huh.
You can go around the block, and if you don't want to pass by on your way to class, you can go on the other way.
Thank you.
Okay. You get out of here now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to go have a chicken sandwich.
But seriously, freedom of choice.
Agonizing.
Freedom of choice. It doesn't apply to what you eat, what you put in your body with the vaccine, school choice. Freedom of choice means nothing to the left, except for killing the baby.
Well, yeah. No,
but they don't even want you to make
you
the
choose what we want you to choose.
What is the deal? Let the consumer make the choice. America isn't buying what the left is selling, and we're going to eat our Chick-fil-A.
I know. And
they hate that. They hate that we make our own choices.
I know.
Progressives, stop.
I know.
Anyhow, you're right. Chick-fil-A is first thing we build in space.
Okay. I'm all for that. And I'm willing to maybe even, I don't want to have it be an Arby's, but it could be.
I do like Arby's, but I love Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. But didn't you have some Arby's picture of a sandwich that I'm supposed to like?
Well, yeah, somebody said there's a secret menu. You know how like some of these places have a secret menu? Look at this. Thank you so much.
That's doing a little too much.
Wes sent us this. Listen, it's the biggest sandwich Arby's has ever sold. It's, let's see, stacked ridiculous. This is called the Meat Mountain Sandwich. It's got...
He's going to help you, sir?
Yeah,
like the Meat Mountain?
Yeah, and I think it was $12.99 or $12 or something like that. 2 chicken tenders, slices of roast turkey, pit smoked ham, corned beef, 13 hours smoked brisket, USDA choice Angus steak, roast beef, and pepper bacon. Oh, Jeffy, that's calling your name.
Except the corned beef. I'm not a big corned beef fan.
You won't notice.
One slice of cheese on there?
It's one
Thank you.
It's a good point Justin makes.
Yeah. Oh, we have to charge you extra for another slice of cheese, sir.
Can I get some extra napkins? Because I'm going to need those.
Right. You're definitely getting charged extra for an extra slice. That pisses me off already. I don't like them.
Boy, he's he goes back and
We're
forth
going back
on
to Chick-fil-A.
on who
I
he
want
likes.
Chick-fil-A on Mars, not Arby's if they're going to charge me for extra cheese.
Right.
Like that.
There are some fast food places that shall remain nameless that charge you for any sauce whatsoever, and I refuse to go there. Not happening.
Well, I used to get into arguments with, I say arguments, discussions. Discussions with the drive-through people over the amount of ketchup packets. Just give me the freaking packets. Yeah, I need some extra packets. Okay, and Millie throws in 2.
Right.
I'm not sure what land you're from, but 2 ain't extra, bruh. Okay? I want at least a dozen in this bad boy.
Yeah.
Okay?
And I'll use what I need.
Yes.
And then I'll save the rest.
So I started a little trick you could do. This is a little Jeff Fisher trick at Wendy's.
Oh, hold on. Not a Jeffy scam, a Jeffy life hack. And go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go to Wendy's, and Wendy's, if you ask for packs and you're going to eat it to go, because, if you're going to eat inside, big deal. Go ahead, sit down. But if you're going to take it to go, which I started doing instead of going through the drive-thru, you go in, all right, because you get more ketchup this way. So I didn't have to fight over the packets anymore. So Wendy's has the big pump ketchups for, they have the little cardboard packets that you're supposed to put it in, the little plastic cappets or whatever they are.
I do it a little differently. I want to hear your solution.
Okay. But when they give out free water.
Yeah.
If you're a customer,
yours is better than mine.
When you're on a cup of water, they give you a little plastic cup of water.
Yeah.
That's my ketchup.
That's your ketchup.
That's my ketchup.
Okay, because see, mine is I take 2 lids. Because if you get 1 lid, then the ketchup dribbles through the straw hole. But if you get 2 jumbo-sized lids, I turn that into a little ketchup thing. Yeah. But no, I didn't think about getting a little cup.
The water cup that they give you for free, that's the ketchup holder.
But see, I get that for free just because I drink the water.
Otherwise, it's people, I'm not embarrassed by it personally, but it's a pain in the rear to have 20 or 30 of those little white packets full of ketchup.
And then,
the little cups.
And then you got to tear them open, each individual.
Like I see 20. Yeah, I want ketchup, okay?
And it better be Heinz.
Yeah. And if I don't use all 20, tough.
Yeah.
Just confused on how much fries are you eating?
Oh, well, you have fries, you have nuggets, and then you have the burgers.
dip
What do
your-
you want from
We've
me? I'm
been
not
through
letting
this.
them. I don't
No,
let them put
we've
my
been
ketchup
through
on the
this.
burgers.
You with the nuggets
No.
and the ketchup. I can't take it. No. Refuse to let you get away with that.
I maybe put a fry. I dip a fry or two in the frosty. maybe,
absolutely, that's good.
Just for a little extra
That's
kick,
good.
but not all of them. And then you get the nuggets.
Yeah.
And then I'm not letting Millie put ketchup on my burger. I'll do that myself. Thank you.
I like dipping the hamburger into the ketchup.
Yeah.
You know, on the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Did you want to?
Gives you a little extra kick. I'm with you. That's why you need the cup.
But I get the cup for the actual water. So now I've got to ask for 2 cups. It's going to be weird.
Oh,
It'll be
yeah.
awkward.
That
I don't
is.
buy drinks.
Sorry.
No soda.
Why? I mean, that's
Just don't like soda anymore.
it's free refills. You just get the small.
Nah, water.
You never get the large. You're not paying money for the large. It's free refills.
Water or beer. And Wendy's doesn't have beer. So.
Oh, yeah.
Is the thing. Yeah. You want to learn?
I need 2 cups.
2 cups.
I need a water cup.
They'd
No,
give
I
it to me.
need 2. Yeah,
I'm going
they
to start
would.
doing that. Do you want to hear the new names for moms and dads?
Okay, now you were telling me about this earlier, and I swear I have not seen the story, and I promised I wouldn't look it up.
Okay.
Because I really am fascinated by the new names for mom
2021
and dad.
is such a fun year and a fun time to be alive that we now can no longer, because everybody is.
Just can't be
we're
mom
not
and
binary anymore. So now we're
fluid.
We're not mom
They
and
have to be
dad,
fluid.
so we have new names. Let's see this.
Instead of using the typical mom and dad parent titles, there's actually gender neutral
Oh,
and non-binary
right.
parent titles that
Parental
exist.
figures.
It can be hard for parents within the LGBTQIA+ community to find a word that
Lot
they
of
feel
letters.
comfortable being addressed as
I
by
know.
their
Tell
children.
us.
So here are some examples.
All right, nice.
Dama,
What is
Mada,
that?
Dama and Mata. Maddie.
Mappa,
Mappa.
Nini,
I can't keep up.
Nopa,
Nope.
Nori,
Nope.
Opa, Pere, Pom Pom, Zaza, and Zizi.
Oh, we got to break these down. I'm going to do that on Chewing the Fat today. I'm breaking those each down. I have to know each one of these. Ompa, Pom Pom,
Pom Pom.
Mada. Oh, yeah, we're breaking that down on Chewing the Fat.
Where in hell is the problem?
No, my friend. Why are we in hell? Well, if people want to be called Pom Pom or Opa, so what?
You wanna
Let them be called that.
Can I call you Pom Pom?
You call me whatever the hell
What's
you
up,
want.
Pom Pom?
And I got news for you. Pom Pom is a lot better than some of the things I've been called over the years. So you go ahead and call me whatever the hell you want.
There's some candidates who
I'm
might.
not sure that I think I like Opa. better than Pom Pom. I think I like Opa.
But
better.
listen, we have candidates who might be able to break in some of these new terms. Do you remember the couple last week where the baby wouldn't suckle because you're a dude?
Yeah, the trans couple, right?
Yeah.
Because the male was the female and the female was the male.
Yeah.
But the female had the baby.
Right. Well, in the female now has facial hair though. So
I
that's
understand.
helpful.
I understand. But in trans world, in this family,
right,
the female was transitioning to a male.
Right.
And the male was transitioning to a female.
And as a Pat had
But
pointed
in
out, that's a
real
long
life,
way for just be a heterosexual couple.
But in real life, the person who was born a female had the baby.
Yes.
Gave birth to the baby.
Yes.
Right? But after the child was born, then now the person who is transitioning to a female is attempting to be the mother.
Right.
And can't.
You're getting it.
Right.
You got it. Okay, and so this couple goes to the hospital on Courtney Cox's, I don't know if it's a Facebook show or what it is, and
Courtney Cox. Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
What is she doing like a Facebook
I don't
like
have a
Jada
clue.
Pinkett Smith and her Red Table show or whatever it's called?
I don't know. But I know this couple showed up at the hospital, and keep in mind, the chick now has the facial hair.
Right, because she's transitioning to a male.
No, to
the female.
Now I'm lost.
Yeah.
But watch this. Just watch this video. They're so angry at the hospital now. Watch
a lot
this.
of conflict going on inside of me right now.
There's a part of me that sees
That's
pregnancy as like
you're
masculine. But
trans.
it's like very much for me not a feminine feeling.
Okay. Oh no, here we go. We're going to the hospital.
Just left the hospital right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so they totally thought Patrona was the pregnant one and not me. It didn't even speak to me. And I just felt like
They just made assumptions. Making an assumption from the
'Cause
very
you
beginning
look
without
like
even asking
a
our names,
dude.
not asking a thing about us.
I'm the one that's waking up every hour having to pee and like someone's been throwing up and like going through all this
chick becoming the dude, right?
The thought that
You have a beard
with a baby inside me never crossed their mind.
You have
Put yourself in my shoes. Like, how would that make you feel?
a beard.
Can
you cut the hospital some slack? You show up, a couple, one has a beard, one doesn't.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
It is.
Can I revisit something I said that you disagreed
that we
with 60 seconds ago? We are in hell. And those are our tour guides.
I mean, it's just a couple that screwed up, and they're pissed that it's surprising that the hospital didn't say, hey, what's up?
You showed up with a beard.
Yeah.
And
you immediately
the doctor and nurses.
You immediately assume that because this person has a beard, that they can't give birth to a child.
That's what I'm assuming.
I'm pissed for them.
You're pissed for them.
Pissed for them
Okay, good. Well, then you can run PR for them because they're going to need it. That's tragic.
So, okay, so this was before they had the baby?
Yeah, they were going in for the like the prenatal stuff. Yeah.
Okay,
and did you even hear them
before the baby?
They even said they had these conflicts going on inside of them. Yeah, can you give us a little bit of leeway here?
Yeah, but to get pregnant as a female
yeah, here we go.
who's going through
wheels are
who's
turning,
transitioning, right?
Yeah.
So
they're still keeping the reproductive parts, it sounds like.
For right now.
Yeah.
Right? And they had to actually stop whatever medication they were on because if you're transitioning from female to male, you're getting off all the female stuff and heading to testosterone, right?
Sure.
And so even if you don't get a new man part.
Can you buy those in a store, or how's that work?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Like right on the shelf?
Yes, you can.
Hold on. We talk about stories and insanity like this, and we wonder why people who have the means to do it, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Richard Branson, are trying to get off this planet as we speak. We are 2.5 minutes away from this launch.
I'm so excited for this thing. I want them to go in. I want them to float around and do whatever they're going to do. And I know it's just space tourism. I know it's just,
for now,
a space ride.
Yeah, for
and we're
now.
just shooting up for a couple of minutes. I mean, we've got to get to the point where we can just hop in and go.
Yeah.
We just can hop in and go. Because, I mean, Virgin Galactic was postponed because of prior weather.
I love that prior weather.
Apparently, I guess the weather is fine now. I guess we're good to go.
It looks
looking
good,
like
right?
Launch looks like it's good to go. The countdown is on.
Yeah, what's this countdown here? Actually says we're 14 minutes away now, huh? Did they delay it a little bit?
So maybe it was delayed due to prior weather, and so they're clearing it up. Yeah, because the countdown of the first human flight from Blue Origin says 14 minutes, right? And that was originally supposed to launch right at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern.
And if they drag this out any longer, it could be another 30-minute.
Yes,
so if we put the 18-minute together along with the 7-minute together, you got 22 minutes. You sell it with 8 minutes of ads, you got 30 minutes.
I mean, facts are facts.
30 minutes.
Facts are facts.
So we get off this planet.
You know that. But it's fascinating that obviously we can see if there's a cloud coming. And so, oh no, we have to pause. There's a cloud. I freaking hate that, man. We are not ready to travel in space when we have to worry about a cloud.
That happened previously.
No,
the
we
prior
need
cloud.
We need to get in. I want to be able to just sit down. All right, we're gonna go. Let's go take off. Oh no, we can't right now, Jeff. There's a cloud passing over, and there was a cloud that passed over last night.
Last night.
That's the prior weather.
Last night.
So we're just gonna have to wait a second, okay? So you guys want to keep it down back there, Jeff? You can go ahead and put your cowboy hat back on for a little bit. We're gonna hold up here for a little bit, okay? I mean, I'm excited for him, so I can't wait, man. I want to go. I will say that I have no idea what weightlessness feels like. So I'm looking. I would be something that I would
really.
Look
you don't
to.
know what that's like.
I don't know what weightlessness feels like.
I'm surprised.
So, I know. Well, it's something you do.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.